So before I give you this consultation form and everything, I've been wanting to make a video to teach people how to do self-pulse. If I am not there in person to do it, which eventually I'll be there in person for you. Um, but it's a very, very valuable tool, the most valuable tool that I can use in my assessments, but also a valuable tool to teach everybody individually because it almost puts you in immediate meditative state, transcendental type of state. So there's 4 levels to take in the pulse, and I just want to teach you the surface level. And then if that clicks with you and you want to learn more, we'll learn more. But for now, I'm going to show you, for me, because for women or for those who identify as women, the pulse is taken on the left wrist. For those who identify as male, the pulse is taken on the right wrist. So you're going to be mimicking everything that I do. I've just trained myself to move my right arm to be able to take my pulse on my left wrist. So you are going to be doing the same thing, just taking your pulse on your right wrist. And that's how we do it on the self-pulse. It's easiest to wrap it around this way. You could kind of sort of just go straight in this way, but then your fingers are bent and you may not be getting the right angle on the pad. So this is the best way to go. So you start off making sure that the wrist is nice and relaxed, and you're only focusing on these fingers. My fingers are pretty uneven. We ultimately want them to create an even surface on the skin. So you're gonna adjust however your fingers need to adjust to be able to create that kind of even surface. And that's about all the pressure you're gonna put on there for your surface pulse. You wanna be able to kind of slide your fingers back and forth a little bit. Some people go in and try to feel their pulse and say, oh, I can't feel anything, so I'm gonna press harder. Sure, then you might feel something, but it's a different level of the pulse reading. It's not necessarily what we're going for. So these 3 fingers, you want them to be even. You want them to potentially be able to go like this. You're gonna look for the bony process right here, and then you wanna bring it on into the radial artery with your pointer finger. So find your bony process, just underneath it, get to that radial artery, and on the tip of your fingers where you start to feel it, where you can begin to feel that radial artery pumping. Then you'll line up your next 2 fingers right next to it. Just like that, if you can see it. And you've only got those 3 fingers down. So now you've got your first one starting just under the bony process and the radial artery, and the other 2 are right next to it. You could move it back and forth, but you don't want to move it too much because now you found your spot. Now you can feel the blood pulsing. You can feel the sensations underneath all 3 fingertips. Maybe you feel sensations under all 3. Maybe you don't feel under all 3. Maybe some are stronger than others. Maybe it's super light. Maybe it's really pronounced. You start looking for some little qualities, like, is it warm? Is it cool? Is it sticky? Does it feel slow? Does it feel brittle? Does it feel liquidy? You know, if you start connecting with it, you can almost personify it, which is a good thing because that's intuitive. So that's what we're working towards, and that's all you have to do. I could have told you that in about 20 seconds. So now we're at about a 4-minute video for that. So just take your pulse. And when you're learning this technique, you can sit with it for about 5 minutes at a time and just do it at various times of the day. But as you're comfortable with it, or even if you just want to, honestly, when I'm doing the pulse reading for a situation like this, I might only stay for 10 or 15 seconds just to make sure that it's completely an intuitive type of reading, and that I'm not changing the pressure or any of that kind of stuff. So, okay, learn that and we'll use it.